One day, roller, the SteamGeorge was waiting for Percy to take him to
a has-been hotel.
George was being rude to Rheneas and Scar. You need rocks for your
bullshit
roads, replied Scarloey, and we're helping you. I need to fuck little engines in the scrapyards, retorted George. Then Percy arrived to take George away. He was still rebelling.
Suck my balls.
The little engines were pleased to see him go.
Fuck off.
Take my rod!
George grumbled all the way to
the has-been hotel.
He was going to turn it into a
piece of shit.
When they arrived, George was rude again. Bumpy ride on rubbish rails. I'm glad it's over. So am I, said Percy.
And now for the worst musical joke ever.
Ha, 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 huffed George. Fuck. Percy was still fuming when he met Thomas. What's up, Percy? He makes me feel down. What the fuck? Puffed Thomas. George was now enjoying himself. Pussy, he chortled. What a life! What do you think of this, Thomas? Fuck you. George felt insulted.
And if you see
Percy,
tell him I said, fuck you!
But Thomas didn't hear. I'll show him who
wears the trousers.
But legs go in trousers, not
fat rollers. At last, the workmen reached the level crossing. What shall we do here? Tear it up, tarmac it. What? So they did, but not properly, and George knew it. Later, Thomas was traveling home on the same line. He was pulling freight cars filled with Cosmomatrix. The signalman had forgotten to warn his driver about the crossing. That's nice, we don't need to stop, said Thomas happily. Called his driver. But it was too late. Next day, Percy told Gordon all about George.
Ha! You're just a pussy. That's why he's rude to you. He wouldn't dare cause me any trouble.
George had been taken to some yards to tear it up. Duck arrived with a train of empty freight cars. George was blocking his way, and a car was stuck on the main line. Let me through, demanded Duck.
Fuck you,
replied George. No, fuck you. I must clear my freight cars from the main line to let Gordon through. Then he'll have to wait too, said George. Duck's driver went to complain to the station master, but the signalman had set the signal to allow Gordon to speed through. His passengers were singing his praises, and he was making express time.
I'm the greatest! Just watch me fly by!
He whistled long and loud as he approached the station. Suddenly, he saw a freight car on the line ahead.
Get the fuck out of my way!
But the freight car wouldn't move until Gordon forced it by accident. Gordon was worried that Sir Topham Hatt would be cross. He was.
Damn it!
Whoever caused this disturbance will have me to answer to. And he did, a few days later. Look who's here, said Thomas. George had been found out by Sir Topham Hatt and he looked miserable. Now we'll get some peace at last, said Percy. I want to get fucking again, but I've got to wait a whole week till I do. And then you'll be just as shit as ever. Eh, George? I hope not. Don't you?